Morning everybody, doesn't Friday come quick? Another Webby Sports Roundup in Webbys Manor in sunny Tenerife in my little village of CAIXESBBXXX. Look at that. Is that something else? No cloud or sun, you wish you were here, but it's Tim in mine our day. Right, this is what we got for you today for tonight. Right, shout outs, one or two nice shout outs. Rugby Union, forget the World Cup, that's gone. We got the bronze medal. We're now the Guinness Premier League update. Cricket news. CD Tenerife from TODD, a little bit later on. Horse racing fancy. We need a winner, Lee. Let's get it sorted. We've got a couple. Talk to you a bit later on that. Boxing from Johnny Goggles. Superb. What a man. And a little bit of snooker all the way from China. And latest on our Tim and mine charity, F.A.C.T, fighting against cancer in Tenerife. We'll give you an update on that a little bit later in the show. Right, here we go. We're back. First and foremost, couple of quick shout outs. Big shout out to Ray Wild on my Friday morning Webby Sports Roundup. 102 to 103 FM all around the world. I go live with him every Thursday or Friday, give a little bit of sports news between sort of 11:30 and 12 o'clock. So he's a top fella, lived here for many years, did a lot of my when I did my charity events, he was my compere and one of you. So Ray, there's a big shout out to you. Thanks, big man. That's the first thing. And very quickly, a big shout out to Freedom, who is one of the top Wi-Fi connectors here in the south of Tenerife. They just did one of my apartments. Lovely lad called Mick from Latvia. I nearly forgot that this morning. Another one, Freedom. So check it out. They're where are they? Got the mountain, but they live in Valle San Lorenzo. They got a great 50 megabytes, gigabytes. That'll do, whatever you want to call it. So Mick, that's for you, big man. That's a great shout, that is. Freedom for your Wi-Fi. Get on it. All right, cheers, son. My pal Thorpe, who I interviewed a few weeks ago, as you know, big Mackham. He's in the over 50s, but he likes to think he's a little bit younger. He's a bit of this, you know what he's like. He's had his hair done in, a bit of sun cream and stuff. Anyway, lovely fella. Went over to Turkey. Played for Great Britain in the over 50s in the European Championship. They were hoping to get third, never happened. They finished fourth, out of the bronze medal. And what happened was, it was the French that beat us by 3-2, okay? 3-2 they beat us, but well done to Thorpe, top man, son, and I'll see you very soon. Right, that's your bit of tennis news. My usual two non-league football clubs. Little bit of news about that. We're talking about Hendon Football Club in North London. As you know, good pal of mine, Ian Allinson, ex-Arsenal. He has been helping his son Lee look after the football club. They only get about 250, 300 max on a normal weekly basis every home game. The mid-table, about 10th. Anyway, then what happened the last couple of weeks? I'm not too sure, but his son Lee's had a bit of a shoulder problem. So he's off work a bit and he's the manager. So his dad's there to help him. Anyway, 2 from 2. Could even be 3 from 3 now, I think it is. I think it's 3 from 3. They took on Merthyr Town at home last Saturday. Merthyr was second and they're still second. Boom! Hendon won 1-0 against Merthyr Town. Superb. Well done to Ian Allison. The big boys could be coming for you soon, mate. That's for sure. And good luck, Lee. Get better soon, mate. And they also beat Hamworth Villa in a local Middlesex Senior Cup. Beat them by 5 goals to 1. So 1 into Hendon. Moving on quickly to Chatham Town. They only one game this week. Never played Saturday. Played on Tuesday. They played away to Billericay, top of the table. Yeah, and they stayed top. They won 2-0. Billericay 2, Chatham Town 0. And third in the table is Chatham Town. Right. Wanted to talk. Send me a message, big man. You know what I mean. Right. Last week, missed it. Birthday boy. We're going to the Oakwood in Leigh-on-Sea. My mate does the Facebook, you know, Foggy, Mr. Fogarty. You know what he's like. He's an absolute quality man. He's building our Facebook page up for Webby Sports Roundup. It was big West Ham John's birthday last week. Never told me till late. Now listen, got a photograph. I'm going to put it up. Foggy don't know it's happening, but it's going up. So Tim, you better put this photograph of Foggy with West Ham John. Lovely, lovely fella. Happy birthday, belated, for last week, big man. Right, that's that. Now, what we're going to do, start with a little bit of sport. As we said, World Cup rugby is gone. South Africa, New Zealand. Don't forget, New Zealand won 12 points to 11. They are the world champions. Now, we're going to the domestic stuff in England. The Gallagher Premiership. Saracens are the champions. They are a cracking side. They really, really are. I told you, and all the boys. Now, wins last week for Sale, Harlequins, Northampton, Saracens and Exeter on the Sunday. The table is going to go up by the side of me. Up-to-date table. And my boys Gloucester, as you see, are playing Bath. Massive local derby at Kingsholm. It'll be a full house. You're probably talking about 15,000. It will be a cracking game. And I'll be there watching it at home. So come on, Gloss, let's do the business. Swiftly moving on to cricket. I'd say we usually have Wagsy, but England's been so poor in the World Cup over in India. Then he tried to do me a video last week. It was a bit noisy, couldn't make it. Anyway, long story short, he's away. He's all over the world watching West Ham winning the Europa Cup, watching cricket, seeing all his boys back in England. So Wagsy, love you loads, and I'll see you when you're back here in a few days' time, mate. So the one-day World Cup in India. England beat Netherlands last week. Stokes got a ton, still injured, but it's too late. We've only won 2 out of the 8. So it is what it is. There's a big change in the ICC, that's for sure. International Cricket Club in England need a change. Right, the only highlight of the week was Australia played Afghanistan. And I think it was either he came in 6th or 7th. This guy Maxwell scored 201 off 108 balls. I saw most of it. Phenomenal. One of the best innings one days I've ever seen, like anybody. Hit 6s and 4s all around the ground. And he had a bad leg, hurt his leg. So instead of going for a single, stayed there, 6-4. And they beat Afghanistan. And they're going to be in the semis. So that's it with regards to the cricket. So England. Right. Tenerife, CD Tenerife. Since last week, we've had so many injuries that TODD told us. So I'm not going to talk any more about it. All I'm going to say is, TODD, give us an update on CD Tenerife, please. Cheers, Mucker. He's up at the Helidora, which is the home ground of CD Tenerife in Tenerife, Santa Cruz. Take it away, son.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Webby Sports Roundup. I'm inside the Heliodoro Stadium. Everything's in place for Sunday. We're playing Villarreal B at 5:30. It's a stunning day in Tenerife, as you can see. And it's a game we should win Sunday. We have a few players out, but we're playing a team that's been struggling, especially away from home. But nothing's easy in football, especially in the second division, where everyone seems to beat everyone sometimes. And we need to get back on the winning track. Last week we lost away to Valladolid. Controversial game. The Valladolid goal was ruled to be a goal. It was actually offside. Even the player himself involved admitted it was offside. The VAR officials afterwards apologised to Tenerife that it was offside, but we don't get the points back, obviously. So the guys cutting the grass in the background there, and we're ready for Sunday. So on that note, sign up for Webby Sports Roundup, and hopefully a win on Sunday. And vamos, boom.
Cheers, Toddy. Again, a lot of injuries. What can we say? Got beat at the end. Penalty. No, they scored a goal. I mean, the VAR again is absolutely a nonsense. And their first goal should not have happened. Anyway, it's gone. No good chucking your dummy out, crying over spilt milk. It happened. League table. Tim's going to pull up on my left-hand side. You'll see where we are. Need a win this week. Very important to get back up with the big boys. Right, let's move on quickly to a bit of horse racing. Frank Ginatori, William Buick, all the big boys. Let's see what's happened. The run we've had lately has been very, very poor. It's not anybody's fault. There's been a lot of big winners. The ground is very, very sticky, heavy, a lot of rain. So he's given us 2 tips this week. Well, 2 facts, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Horse racing from Lee Sober, who is from, as we all know, the Yorkshire Evening Post. Now I've got it on my phone here. He sent to me this morning. Webby, evening buddy, or last night, sorry. Right, listen to this. This is for you, Ash, mainly. Master Chewy, the 210 Aintree tomorrow, looks a rock solid 2-1 favourite. Just like the favourites, after bolting up on the chase debut with race fitness now guaranteed, and still looks ahead of his mark. Also, he's given us two. Also on Saturday, Fantastic Lady, 2:45 at Aintree, 11-2 second favourite, being aimed at the Grand National, he says. So should go close in this, as long as ground isn't too ridiculous. I think what he means is, as long as you don't get no more rain. But what he's also saying is 130 favourite, Guess Killy, is an obvious danger and worth a saver. So would be pretty confident one of those two would win. So it's up to you. Listen, you do what you want. A little each way on 11-2 second favourite, a couple of quid on those 130. If one happens, you got your money back in a small profit. It is what it is. It's a bit of fun. What we haven't done lately, and I keep forgetting to, is a bit of a disclaimer. Don't bet if you're under 18. Don't bet or gamble if you've been on the pop. And don't bet or gamble if you've got problems upstairs, if you've got health issues. Because at the end of the day, there's only one winner, and I know. I used to be a bookie in here. It's the bookie, okay? So use your savvy, have a few quid, and enjoy. That's what life's all about, isn't it? So that's your horse racing from Lee Sobot from the Yorkshire Evening News. Post. Sorry, Tim. Cut. Let's do that again. Right. Johnny Goggles, my boxing man. He was here last week with his family. What a lovely, lovely fella. Johnny, you're a top fella. And he's back out, I think, in February. We'll see him then. He spoke to me yesterday. He said, "Webby, not a lot of boxing been on." I said, "Well, listen, just what you want to do, just give me a couple of minutes of your time. What's happening? Anthony Joshua, Fury, and whatever the case." So he sent me a little video anyway. So Johnny, take it away, big man. Bit of boxing.
Hello everyone, it's me, Johnny Goggles, and this is Webby's Boxing Roundup. Last Saturday, we had Joe Cordina defend his IBF Super Featherweight title against Edward Vasquez. The bout went the distance, with Cordina picking up the victory by majority decision. I didn't see the fight live, but I've seen the highlights, and it looked a bit of a flat, boring fight really. Cordina looked the more dominant, but Vasquez spitting his dummy out at the end after hearing about his defeat, which is unprofessional behaviour and it's not right in my opinion. So what next for Cordina? Well, Cordina could look to take for a rematch with the WBC champion O'Shaquie Foster, or if what we're expecting to happen happens, with Lee Wood stepping up a weight, that'd be about all I'd like to see. But I'm sure some more news will come out in the next month or two. There's not much boxing on this weekend. There's a card on today, Friday evening, which sees Harlem Eubank taking on Timo Shorskopf at Brighton Centre in Brighton. And this is live on Channel 5. A bit of news. So I mentioned the other week that Tyson Fury is looking to take on Alexander Usyk, with both of the boxers putting on all their belts on the line. Before Tyson Fury's bout the other week against Francis Ngannou, we was teased with the date of the 23rd of December. After Fury's bout with Ngannou, Fury's co-promoter Frank Warren came out and said that that date is very unlikely now. And to me, it seems right, because he went through a bit of a tough bout, and 8 weeks to the date, he would be fighting again. So he needed to rest up, take a bit of time, and prepare. Today, Alexander Usyk has come out and said that he's looking for a date in February, which to me, this seems about right. And we're yet to hear from Fury and Fury's camp, but I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, some news will come out. So that's it for me for this week. I'll be back next week with some more boxing news and fight coverage. And don't forget, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, please like and subscribe to Webby's Sports Roundup, live from sunny Tenerife. And it's free.
Cheers, Johnny. Top man. Love to the family. See you soon. Snooker. If you're into snooker, I tell you, he is the main man. Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. When he goes to a tournament, if he wants to win it, he wins it. If he don't want to win it, he cries wolf and he goes off, all right? He lets the other guy win. He is that good. I think he's 46, 47. Been watching a bit this week. Anyway, it is the International Championship over in China. He's gone win, win, win. Played Adi Carter yesterday in the quarterfinals. It was 1-0 down, 1-0, 2-1 up, 2-2, 4-0, and the last two, bang, bang, 6-4. What a player. He's in the semi-finals. Right. Hey, with it glasses this is. So Rocket Ronnie today in the semi-finals. Right. All we wanted to do is to win again. 7 times world champion. Brown against Ford is the other semi-final. That's playing now. That'll be finished by tonight, so you'll find out when this one starts tonight. And Ronnie is playing Zhang Alba from China, okay? Anba, Alba, something like that. There's hundreds of them. He could be 12, 14 years of age. That's how good these Chinese are. They're like a roller coaster. They keep rolling them out. You ever play snooker, Tim? Right, that's all your sport. Just a bit of football. Don't forget, if you want to see last week's vlogs, tune into last week's. There was the Premier League and the Carabao Cup special. Love it. Sean Murphy and my mate Kevin. Loved it. Kevin did a great edit on that one. This week coming, Tuesday, we'll have the Premiership again. And on the Wednesday, the Champions League, the Europa League and the Conference Cup. You had Brighton, you had Liverpool, Terry's Liverpool. You had Aberdeen, you had Rangers, you had West Ham. All played. Brighton, all played. Some good results in there. Now, in a while, straight after this, I'm going to say, Tim, do me a favour. I'll put up 2 small videos. One for Terry, my number 2. And there's one straight after from Ray, my big Newcastle man. You've got to watch them. Because Terry, you just got your own back, my son. Or vice versa. Hey? Everything don't come out smelling the roses when it's you tell. You go to Toulouse, mate, and what happened? You lost, big man. And the video's coming up right now. Straight after, it's Ray, okay? Straight from Newcastle. Play them for me, Tim. Cheers, mucker. Have a good bit of fun on this and have a laugh.
Afternoon, Webby. Hope all well, mate. We're in Toulouse. Got here yesterday, about 2ish yesterday afternoon. Beautiful day yesterday. Not a cloud in the sky. Today, pissing down the rain. Bit of a heavy night last night, so struggling today. Just been to a lovely restaurant, one behind us. Very nice, very posh, quite reasonable. So got a full belly now. Going to head into, you know, towards the ground in a little bit, and obviously watch the mighty Reds. Watched Man United last night. Great result. Obviously they got beat as you saw. Great night when you're in a bar with hundreds of Reds, watching your sort of main rivals, well, mainish rivals, lose at a game of football. But I can't see them even getting Thursday night football, so there's no chance of them us beating this season in the Europa League. But anyway, I'll give a shout a bit later when we're around the ground, show what it's all about. Hopefully we're not soaking bloody wet by then, because I've got a feeling it's going to chuck it down. But look at this, look, very picturesque behind us. All the Christmas stuff's going up. Very nice indeed. Big rugby town this. Obviously there was rugby here a few months ago for the World Cup, so I think they had a few games at the stadium we're going today when the rugby was on. So yeah, anyhow, catch up with you later, mate. See you later.
Right, that's all your sport. Lovely, wasn't it? Hey, great fun. Terry, go over there, spend money, come back with nothing, mate. That's up to you, big man. I hope you can take it. Don't get chucking your dummy out of the pram this week. That's for sure. Right, we're going to finish off now with just a couple of quick things. If you liked last Sunday morning's vlog with my good lady Dawn and Buster, a lot of views on that. We get more views on that than the sport. I don't blame her. She's a lovely top woman, really is. So she's going to be doing part B this week on Sunday. That will come out Sunday night. we're going to take a drive down to the harbour in Amarillo Gulf. Never been there. Supposedly it's lovely, some nice restaurants. We're going to take a walk down there. I'm going to, no, I'm not going to give her the phone. Give her the dingle. What's it called?
Gimbal.
Gimbal. I keep getting it wrong. Give her the gimbal, and we'll
have a dingle.
or a dongle. So the gimbal, it's going to be out. That's going to be a lovely Sunday morning. So please stay tuned in for that. It's going to be great. Right, on top of that, very, very quickly now, charity walk. Now, it's coming to an end, isn't it? Fighting against cancer in Tenerife. It's what I do. Done charity all my life, and I've got more things to do even after this one. Dawn's going, oh, no more. Anyway, Fighting Against Cancer in Tenerife. They've got 60 to 70 volunteers, as we all know, and they will help the cancer patients to come from the south, to go to the north to Candelaria Hospital. They do all for free. We just raise the money, put the money, petrol in the car, drive them up, and they help the people, give them a bit of loving and a bit of comfort. Right, we've had 2 walks, sponsored walks, got 1 more to go. Week on Tuesday, November the 21st. It's going to be a brammer, absolutely on the money. And the reason why, we've got a few TikTokers, YouTubers. Tim's going to be there. Boom, a bit of live front back, I don't know. We've got the Cause Place over in Bournemouth, flying over special just to come and do it, which is phenomenal. Cheers, big man. And we've got Michael, the Edinburgh Honest Guide, lovely fella, and he's doing it as well, coming over special. Phenomenal. So that's 3, me 4, also Steve from the north. Steve, big Sheffield Wednesday fan. He's going to come down. That's going to be brilliant as well. So we've got lots of YouTubers.
Maria ALTO, who's also got a YouTube channel, is coming as well.
Maria ALTO, she's coming as well. So there's 5 of us. They're all coming. They'll all be fighting for the customers, won't they? So we're all going to share, help each other. Right, we're going to be there 9:30 to 10 in Los Cris. We're going to be in the Queen Victoria, opposite the open market. Go and see Mick, big London Irish fan. Start from there, take a walk. We're going to have a bacon sandwich, cup of tea, whatever you want. Walk up to the Highlander in Parque de la Paz. And then finish off in my good pal, Mark the Bookie, in Hop and Grapes on Portaculon upstairs. If you want to join us halfway, at the end, at the start, whatever you want. But more than me, this is a big one. We've raised loads and loads of money, and you know it's going to a great cause. So if you fancy it, please come, turn up. Or if you email Tim and he'll give you some more information and what have you, then Tim will put it down below.
And what is...
Come on, big man.
What is the website for the auction?
The website for the auction, that's coming next. That is timothydowd.com/Webby. Right on the back. Now that's the auction side. We've got about 13 items. I've actually got 2 more I'm going to do separate after that, which I'll tell you a little bit later on. And every penny goes to cancer. Every penny to F.A.C.T, okay? Nobody dips in, takes it out. Every penny goes to them. So timothydowd.com/Webby. Make a bid. I promise you, we will get these items to you by Christmas. Well, I say promise you, hand on heart, with the post office in the Correo over here.
If you want to put, if you don't want to put your email into a website, and I understand there are people who don't want to do that, then just send me a private email, me@timothydowd.com, and tell me what you want to bid on, and I'll bid for you. Okay?
Yeah. And I know I've got 1 or 2 people right at the end. One's coming over next week. He wants to bid on a couple of things, but he's leaving it right to the end. So we've got to the 30th of November.
Yeah.
That's the last day. End of. No, I'm not going to extend it. 30th November, last day, last bid. Okay, it's as simple as that. There's some great items. William Buick cap. Stenson, when he won the British Open Golf tournament back in 2015. Alan sent me that over. Absolutely phenomenal. You'd love that in a little glass case, wouldn't you? To give to your family, your granddad, your whoever and what have you. Frankie Dettori. We've got Rocket. Now listen, come on. Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. Main man. Snooker. World champion. 7 times. Snooker cube. Signed by him.
Signed shirt from Gaza.
Signed shirt from Gaza. That's the big one. All right, we want 500 for that. If you want to dip in, that's a big one. I've got 2 other things. And there's other stuff. Rigger brought us over at Leeds United football. There's got to be a Leeds United fan out there that wants to pay a few quid for a football. Got to be. And other items and bits and pieces. Right, I'm talking, I'm muffling, I'm waffling on.
Need a coffee.
Ready for a coffee. We're going to go live up at Laura's, and I've got things to do this afternoon, and we're going to go live tonight. Anybody coming over tonight, son? Special?
Nobody's mentioned special, but there's going to be a few people there.
Be a few people. Well, if they don't, then obviously I'll fill in as I usually do. So listen, all I can say is thanks to Tim for the week, for all the work he's done, which is fantastic. Living with MS in Tenerife. Webby, you know, if you like what you hear, you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, Webby Sports Roundup. It's free, and we've got some big things coming for Christmas and for next year. So you've got to keep me going. Before, you don't want me to chuck it in, do you? So come on, if you don't want me to, chuck it in, then subscribe and get the views on. Sunday morning with Dawn, Buster and me. So listen to that. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can hear the sea, and you'll all be over here in a few months' time, and we're here and we'll keep the sun for you. So, in my manner, in CAIXESBBXXX, you know, don't you? South of Tenerife, Webby Sports Manor, and I'll see you next week and before with a few other vlogs. Take care. Love you all.